Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Let's get straight into the WWE news. Ladies and gentlemen, articles from WrestlingNews.co, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalya was on SportsCenter last night, guys, on Off the Top Rope, but Jonathan Coachman wasn't there, so former WWE announcer, commentary guy, worked backstage, Todd Grissom. And Grissom brought up about Bret Hart being in the corner when she faces Charlotte for the women's title at Payback. You know, we all know how Bret Hart went through cancer. And we all know that Natalya is going to be facing Charlotte at Payback. And Bret the Hitman Hart is going to be in her corner. Bret will be in Natalya's corner. Now, Natalya said that Bret Hart is a hero, and him being with her at Payback means everything to her because of a recent battle with cancer that Bret had. Natalya is proud of Hart and wants the fans to celebrate him at the event. She expects her match with Charlotte to be great. When asked about being part of the Hart family, Natalya explained that wrestling is in her blood because of her family being in wrestling for years. Natalya said that Stu Hart, her grandfather, had a dungeon in his house. And that means where they train you. Stu Hart would train you in the dungeon. That's where you got trained, okay? And a lot of people were trained there. Bret Hart was trained there. Natalya was trained there. British Bulldog was trained there. And a lot of other people were trained by Stu Hart in the dungeon. Okay? Now, Grissom brought up how WWE is no longer calling the women's division. Natalya believes that the company is changing and is proud to have been the Divas Champion, which I don't like the Divas Champion, okay? They're called women, not divas. I'm happy it's called the women's division because that's what it's supposed to be. But there's only 3 or 4 good talented women that are in the roster right now, on the main roster. The rest of them all suck and they're all jobbers and they're complete nobodies and they're not even good. None of those girls are good. Natalya's good. She's a good performer. She's good in the ring. But she hasn't got used right in WWE. Yes, she's been a Divas Champion. I was proud of her. But they haven't used her right now in WWE. And that bothers me because you got a good performer who is Natalya, who's good in the ring. You should be treating her better. But they're not treating her good. And now she's getting her first title shot against Charlotte, which I don't see Natalya beating Charlotte. I see Charlotte finding a way to win. Now, be part of the women's division as well. She gave credit to Triple H for giving the women in the WWE a chance. Natalya brought up her match with Charlotte in NXT a few years ago. Natalya said to have 2 women matches at WrestleMania 32 was huge, and it shows that the company had made the women important again. When asked about Total Divas, Natalya said that her family is a bit wild. So she fits in the show that is a reality show. Natalya said that she gives the fans a different look at her as a person and another cast member. So yeah, guys, this was a cool little interview. I liked it. I mean, a lot of people learned about her and the Hart family, which you want to learn about because, you know, the Hart family is an awesome family, man, and you learn a lot. Bret Hart, you know, especially Bret the Hitman Hart, was a WWF champion. You know, he was in WCW. Bret Hart is amazing. I love British Bulldog. He deserves to go in the Hall of Fame. I thought the British Bulldog was a good performer, a good athlete, a good in the ring, and he was a good tag team champion, you know? And I'm surprised she didn't mention Owen Hart. I'm not surprised that I wish Natalya mentioned Owen Hart in her little video here, in her interview last night, because I was a huge Owen Hart fan. I loved him, and it sucked that Owen Hart died. But ladies and gentlemen, your comments, your opinions, follow me on Twitter at the Talk Show 101, and go please like me on Facebook. The links will be in the description for my Twitter and my Facebook, guys. Until then, I'll see you on the next show. Links will be in the description for you below. Subscribe.